Captain. Hello. I am satisfied to see that you
Bogey in my sights and I just fumbled the controls.
Time to show these pirates how SysDef does things.
They were gonna know we were here.
You'll get another shot. Commander gives the order, that scout will wish he surrendered when he had a chance. The fleet have done a lot of
Scouts
harm.
are just the beginning.
Now we bring the harm to them.
Not sure. We had most of our birds in for maintenance when they jumped in. Just bad timing, really. Ensign over here managed to track down one scout that wasn't with the main group. Did a fancy yo-yo, though, and gave him the slip. Long story. I got my start in the academy and I eventually got recruited to do test flights on a star station. Me and 3 other Archangel pilots did some work on some extremely dangerous... But I called in a few favors and got back home with SysDef. Someone with my talents needs to be here. Yeah, it was. And you can probably guess what project. Yeah, I thought you might. I heard the fleet sent you up there for some more pirate work. Even more impressive, you managed to do it without taking any lives. Maybe I misjudged you. That's more than I can say for myself, given the history of Project Archangel. The official word is I was transferred back to SysDef because the need was great. The reality is I was kicked off the unit. I was so bored on that station, I spent all my time in the barracks drinking cases of smuggled booze. When the time came for my test flight, I was so wasted, one of the others had to cover for me. The engine caught fire right after takeoff. Pilot, crew, gone in a flash. Is that right? I guess that lets me off the hook with the jailers, but not with the judge upstairs. I appreciate what you're trying to do, though. Just give me some time to process it.
I'd hate to be the one who let that stand. The station is on high alert ever since those
Nice
scouts
score with
popped
Crix's
in.
legacy. Commander Akande needs to have
Everyone's
a word.
saying this is it. The final
We can
battle's
speak
coming.
after the briefing.
Do you have anything to report? My God. Is that it? Is that Crix's legacy? Amazing. Ensign, take this and enter it into the data core analyzer.
I'm on it, sir.
You see, Lieutenant? I told you he wouldn't let us down.
I have to admit, I'm impressed. Encrypted or not, that's quite a lot of money to be carrying around. The temptation must have been excruciating. It just so happens we did. And with all that money you're carrying, can you really blame us? You could have set yourself up for life, but instead, you chose to do the right thing. It's incredible. Well, you came through.
Now, on to other more pressing matters.
We received confirmation that the fleet ships were scouts sent to probe our defenses. Unfortunately, one of them jumped away before you arrived.
Which means that Delgado will have the Crimson Fleet prepping defenses of its own.
I've spent years studying the Crimson Fleet's tactics. Their decision to sacrifice those smaller ships told me everything I needed to know.
That's the plan. Lieutenant, if you wouldn't mind explaining our strategy.
Yes, sir. The Vigilance is equipped with the latest in hyper-resistant shielding, making it the only ship that can safely approach the key. The catch is that the key has access to 3 orbital defensive batteries that can fire electromagnetic energy. One hit, and we lose those fancy shields. Our mission is to take out those batteries. In fact, I'll be personally leading the assault on Battery Alpha. I need you to be my support.
But you won't be alone. This is where all your hard work gathering evidence pays off.
That's right. Mast is all in on this. We've managed to get 2 additional squadrons of support.
Well done. With Mast's full support, you can focus on taking out Battery Alpha before supporting the other squadrons.
We've also given you a call sign, Renegade, to help coordinate our movements during the attack.
Once those batteries are destroyed, you board the key and bring Delgado to justice. You won't come quietly. You do what you have to do. No, I don't. I knew we could count on your support. Well, this is it. After years of planning, all my hopes and my best wishes go with you. Good luck.
Damn fleet scouts popped up right when you
The
jumped
commander's
in.
briefing wasn't
Can't
clear.
believe we let one get away.
Nice work. Let me take a look. Wow. That's a hell of a story. I still can't believe Crix ended up being marooned on the Legacy. All that wealth, and the only thing he could do was stare at it. Can you imagine? I almost feel bad for him. It must have driven the guy crazy. Anything else? Okay, fine. Actually, the batteries were part of the key's original design. The UC built them to bolster the key's defenses. They were worried about an outside attempt to free the prisoners, as opposed to an escape from below. Since the Crimson Fleet is now using them to target the Vigilance, they're basically turning our own weapon against us. Far enough you'll need to grav jump. I assume the fleet moved the batteries in order to have maximum coverage for any possible approach. I'd be willing to bet they shipped their track too, so we have a difficult time zeroing in on them. Don't worry, we'll be laughing about
What is it? I have a battle plan to prep.
The fleet started this war. We're gonna finish it.
Former convict, you've seen the inside of the cell. Stay out of mine. Really? I almost... And how many times? But all that aside... I was afraid of that. Truth be told, and weather, and coupled. You're dismissed.
Okay, hello.
Well, look who it is. Come down here to gloat? Well, that's a shame. You should take more pride in your job. After all, you have to make sure that the notorious Crimson Fleet captain from Neon gets roasted alive by a UC adjudication committee, right? Hey, maybe you should sell tickets to the little zoo you've created on this ship. Then everyone can point and stare. Oh, drop the act, will you? Back on Neon, you pretended to give a shit about me. You could have ratted me out to bay you, but you didn't. Then, without warning, you yanked the rug right out from underneath me. You've been stringing me along like this is some kind of sick game. People don't do that to each other. Yeah? Well, it's too late for that. Let's just cut to the If you want to come down here and ask me stupid questions, but that doesn't mean we have to be friends. Damn... Are you out of your... I make my own choices, thank you very much. I don't need to be rescued by you. Let's face it, the only favors you've done... Oh, I'd bet you'd love to... I got a good chunk of Generdyne's database before Bayou's goons ripped it out of the system. As far as what happened to it, there's no way I'm gonna tell you. Maybe I'll keep that little nest egg for the bargaining table at my sentencing. Maybe not. Are you out of... I make my own choices. Let's face it. Yeah, sure. Why not? I was drinking in Euphorica, and Micah warned me that UC security was scoured. I knew sneaking to my ship would be impossible, so I did the best. Fortunately, wasn't good enough. SysDef caught me in a sleep. We're done? Good.
Finally, I've been waiting to speak to you. From our last encounter on Neon, I could tell you fancied yourself as a bit of a businessman, right? Well, I don't want to waste any time with small talk. Let's make a deal so I can get out of here. As you can see, I'm not in the position to discuss. We can hammer out the terms once you... Now hold on just a moment. You shouldn't make snap. I find myself in this unfortunate situation. That little conversation on your evidence recording, the one where I'm speaking to Estelle Vincent about funneling electrical components, that was part of a sting operation to discover how the Crimson Fleet had been siphoning goods from... Much like you've been working undercover, I've been doing the same. Ironically, we've been investigating the fleet from opposite sides at the same time. Well, I was trying to keep a low profile. I didn't want... So much so that there's no other personnel at Generdyne, nor a paper trail that can corroborate. Being in a similar situation... I appreciate your... So here's what I'm proposing. You spring me from the cell, sneak me off the vigilance. In return, I'll give you my access card to a safety deposit box filled with millions of credits. Listen, I'm stuck in this situation with no... The evidence on that... I have no other choice but to run until I... Yeah? Well, you're... Look. I have friends in high places. I might be down for the count right now, but I'll be get... And when I do, I'm going to dedicate my... How's that for a deal?
Every soldier here.
We're up there.
Dad, do you think Solomon Coe would have liked me?
Sure. Everybody likes you, don't they?
Do you think he would have liked you?
Well, if you listen to your grandpa, Solomon Coe would have given me a good whooping. But I think he would have liked the man I grew into.
drive.
On your mark.
Stabilizing. It's fully restored.
ship as we speak. I wouldn't expect backup anytime soon. Gives me plenty of time to blow your ships out of the void. All right, fleet! Trip all ships, defensive for...
Fascinate me.
It's a strange feeling, knowing you're living through some real history.
Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results. I am picking up faint signs of life in the area. Please perform a wellness check and address any injuries.
can decrypt and re-encode thousands of credits in seconds, but something as simple as this, I didn't see it. And now because of you, my bomb's been activated. Which... Simple. If I step 1 foot outside of this room, I'll explode. So either I wait here until I starve to death, or I walk away and end it all. Now that SysDef is here, the Crimson Fleet can't afford to have everything I know fall into the wrong hands. The moment the Vigilants arrived, Delgado pushed the button, which is as good as putting a gun to my head and pulling the You're right, I did. I've paid you well, treated you with respect. Look me in the... As the fleet's reckoner, I didn't just deal with currents, and some of those people target sending the... No, but had you given me warning, I could have started researching a way to escape this place. Well, now that you're here, so why don't you just get out of... After everything I just said, I must be a complete fool. Because even though it makes no sense, the only way to deactivate the bomb is through Delgado's computer and operations. You'll probably need his ID to get... I don't know why you're helping me. controls for the bomb? We're in the briefing room. If you need us up.
Came back to finish the job personally? Talk sense into me? You're the one who's lost their mind. What the hell happened to you? You had Kriegs' legacy in your hands, and you gave it away. For what? For honor? Justice? Looking out for number one, huh? So you did pick up some of my dirty habits. You know, when we were on Suvorov, I saw the potential for you to become a badass pirate. One of the best. And now you suddenly expect me to believe I have been fooled the entire time? That this was some kind of elaborate game you have been playing? No. No way. For once in your life, be honest with me. Admit that you were tempted. You don't even have the nerve to admit it. It is obvious that no matter what I say, you have no intention of honoring our pact. I have already locked down the key and set its reactors to overload. So, let's see how far that loyalty to... And spend the rest of my life in the brig without a credit to my name? Why would I do that? Do you got enough time? Part of it, yeah. But can you blame me? When I found out you stole the legacy, my mind went into a blind rage. So what? Sorry, Rook. You and I both know. No. No. If this is true, Ikande must a noble death. Came back to finish the job personally? Talk sense into me? What the hell? Looking out for number... You know, and now you suddenly, for once in your... Well, it is obvious that no matter what I say, you have... I have already locked. Let's see how far that... And spend the rest of my life... That's more like it, Rook. You're a killer. And if you want something, you... Fine. You win. Standing down the reactors. With the legacy gone, we're dead in the water anyway. But before you have Ikande lock me up, I'm gonna leave you with some parting words. Whether you know it or not, you're damn good at being a pirate. It's in your blood. One of these days, that's all gonna hit you. And I'll be waiting for you in my cell. tell you I told you so. Go! You've taken everything else from me. The least you can do is give me a moment of peace. Go! You've taken everything else from me. The least you can do is give me a moment of peace.
Disarm the bomb. Then, per our deal, tell your commander I will come peacefully.
They always fail.
You saved not only the lives on this ship, but countless others across the galaxy.
Pardon.
Yes. What?
How can I be of service, Captain?
Ship's clear. It's just us among the stars again, Captain.
Board is clear. We're docked.
That was real impressive flying, kid. You earned your wings today.
Thank you, sir. I was just trying to do my part.
A lot of heroes on this day. Speaking
You know, I had my doubts about you, but then I asked myself, as spectacular as I am, can I do what you do? And the answer was an emphatic no. See, I'm a great shooter, but a straight shooter. And that wasn't going to win this war. What we needed was someone standing on their side, with a boomerang gun. We needed someone whose bullets curved. No ride like a blindside. That's what I say. Anyway, you got a date with the commander. I figure he'll sprain something trying to pin the medals on your chest. But in all honesty, you deserve it. Good work taking out those pirates, Renegade.
Back to visit. What do you want? Wouldn't mind a visit from time to time.
I'll be out of here soon. Hope Neva finds you.
Anything to report? I believe congratulations are in order. With this decisive blow, the end of the Crimson Fleet is all but assured. But as much as I'd like to begin this celebration, technically we're still in the process of wrapping up the operation. On that note, Lieutenant, what do you have for me?
Reports are coming in right now, Commander. Delgado and Shinya Voss have been taken into custody. Also, we've transferred personnel to the Key to secure the location until the United Colonies decides what they want to do with the station.
And what about Neva Mora?
According to our reports, Neva led the strike force that attacked the Vigilance. Unfortunately, that was the last we saw of her. It looks like she managed to escape. We don't know her current whereabouts, but I have our operations team looking into it.
That's fine. Overall, excellent news, Lieutenant. I have to admit, for the first time in 7 years, I don't know what to say. How about you? I know that was difficult. You hanging in there? I certainly would have preferred to have reached a resolution regarding her whereabouts. After all, she was the fleet's second in command.
Just watch your back. I'm fairly certain she's not going to simply forget what you've done to the Crimson Fleet.
Let's not ruin the moment, Gillian. I'm sure our friend here is feeling quite pleased. Am I correct? I can understand that. The dual life you are leading must have been incredibly stressful.
Honestly, I have no idea how you kept it all together.
Well, let me let you in on a bit of a surprise. Something I've been working on for a while. I've twisted arms and cashed in some favors at Mast. I wanted to make sure you got a share of the money you recovered from the legacy. Call it a reward, a token of appreciation, whatever the hell you want. But you've absolutely earned every credit. Well, yes, I believe it did. But even if the money is ever returned to its rightful owner, I believe it will, eventually, I'm sure they'd agree you That's ridiculous. While it's true you've made some difficult decisions.
I think they should have given you more, but hey.
Decorum, Lieutenant? Damn, I'm going to be really sorry to see you go. You've really become an important part of our team.
Although, if you feel like staying aboard, I'm sure I could give you access to the SysDef mission board. That is, if you can stand spending another minute with us on Vigilance.
Excellent. I'm happy we haven't somehow frightened you away. Anyway, enough talk. You've earned a break, and I'm sure you wish to celebrate. Here's your promised reward. Wherever you might find yourself, my best wishes travel with you.
Talking about this battle in the history slates.
I might do a tour of the key myself later, just to bury the past once and for all. Mast will have the ultimate say, but we've petitioned to have it refurbished for SysDef use. But first, we'll need to perform an audit of the key's overall condition. Most of the repairs done to the station weren't exactly up to standard. If the site is deemed not up to code, we're better off destroying it. That would also have political value, given the embarrassing history behind it. For now, we have a strike team dedicated to sweeping the area for explosives. Once they give the all clear, forensics will come in to gather evidence. After that's done, then we'll start the audit of the station's condition. It's a process. That's right, since you're no longer undercover, you now have full access to our mission boards, just like other special agents. I get that. Completing the mission while having to balance different allegiances can be exhausting. Now, your objective is simple. Find the fleet and dispose of them. To that end, if you're in need of anything ship-wise, talk to me, and I'll have our maintenance crew take a look. No more bartering for scraps at the depot. You'll have full access to the best the UC has to offer. You've come to the right place. SysDef has access to the latest military technology. All right, let's see what you need.
Word is you pulled the rug right out from under those pirates.
You have permission to
Serve 'em
speak
right.
freely. Their remnants are still scattered across the galaxy, including Nevermora. And beyond the Crimson Fleet, piracy will always be an issue, so long as ships traverse unregulated space. In other words, it's not time to retire just yet. There is still plenty of work to do. I will likely take a moment for myself and drink to those we lost in this fight. If not for them, well, we would not have made it this far. This is their victory as much as it is ours. Still on hold until we can get the politics sorted. Some of the officials at MAST have brought up concerns about returning the legacy to a collective we were just at war with. And to be fair, their point is not without merit. Should we go to war, funds from the legacy could lead directly to the death of our soldiers. There is also talk that the legacy could be a bargaining chip in any future peace talks, and simply handing it over could cost us leverage. But regardless, two things will always be true. We will return the legacy to its rightful owners, and MAST will dictate the terms. Good luck.
This was a victory for the entire settled systems.
Never thought I'd have the infamous Delgado will likely stand trial to answer for his crimes. Given his record, I'm sure some of the others will interrogate. My job is to make sure none of them intimidate each other into staying quiet. Once we get planetside, we need to make sure the transport of these prisoners goes smoothly. The job's not truly done until their asses are parked in a maximum security prison. You're dismissed.
Hey, Rake. Word is the other prisoners don't like you. Let's say I can bring you to one of their cells and you can work out your differences.
You could. But then you'd lose access to the treasure I've got hidden away.
Nice try, Rake. We both...
I can't believe it. We basically put an end to piracy.
We'll be talking about this battle in the history slates.
Let me guess, you'd be a lot better if you had a bigger book ready to tackle whatever the Starfield throws at us. Sorry to see you go.
Dusty.
You know me so well, Dad.
Dusty,
So,
you've
what
got
do you
my
say?
undivided attention. Go do your thing, friend.
smudge the paint.
If there's anything may I be of service? By all means.
Clamps, really?
Is there a type of weapon combat tech won't make?
My sources bet your stories are a big hit. You lead a, well, an amazing life.
Of course you are. Why wouldn't you be? I swear you're either a trouble magnet or something. So, SysDef finally, and against all odds, really triumphed against the Crimson Fleet. In their own backyard, no less. How were you involved? Directly with him? I got that right? Wow. Okay. So, the Vigilants went toe-to-toe with everything the Crimson Fleet could throw at them. And somehow, almost miraculously, they captured the key. The key itself. I've confirmed that with many sources. Anything to add? Oh, so the standard happy to be part of the team boilerplate. I can type that quote in my sleep. You have to feel good about how everything turned out. Commander Ikande is being hailed a hero. And SysDef's popularity is at an all-time high. Your thoughts? The UC did kind of spawn this monster. And like you said, it might finally be dealt with. And that's all I need. You really do lead an extraordinary life. And as a, well, possibly embarrassing personal note, thank God for you. When you first walked into my office, I had no idea you would be at the center of so much. And I get the feeling you're not sharing everything. I might surprise you, but I understand. I talked with the editor, and he authorized a special bonus for someone who's worked with us so long. And maybe one day, years from now, you can fill me in on the stories you didn't want broadcast. Take care, Constellation.